As the crisp air of October settles in, many gardens begin to fade. But that doesn't mean yours has to. In fact, this is the perfect month to lean on cold-hardy perennials that not only survive, but truly thrive as temperatures drop. These plants bring lasting color, texture, and structure when most others are winding down, and they carry your garden seamlessly toward winter. From bold flowers that keep blooming right into frost, to evergreen foliage that holds strong against the chill, today we'll look at 10 of the very best perennials for October. Let's dive in. Let's begin with one of the toughest perennials for October and beyond, Hellebores, often called the Christmas or Lenten rose. Their glossy evergreen foliage stays lush while many other plants fade, giving structure and life to garden beds in the cooling season. Though their famous blooms appear in late winter to early spring, October is when their foliage really shines, holding strong as a backdrop in the fall landscape. Plant Hellebores in partial to full shade with rich, well-drained soil. Once settled, they're drought-tolerant, deer-resistant, and ask for very little care. A fall mulch helps protect the roots and ensures steady growth through the cold months. Perfect for woodland gardens, shady borders, or under deciduous trees, Hellebores provide greenery now and promise some of the earliest flowers when winter breaks. A true anchor plant for preparing your garden for the colder months. For number 2, we have the dramatic monkshood, a perennial that waits until October to deliver its finest display. Rising on tall, upright stems, monkshood bears dense clusters of deep blue to violet hood-shaped flowers that look almost electric against the muted tones of fall. Blooming late, often into mid and late October, it's one of the few perennials that actually peaks as others fade. Hardy and resilient, it shrugs off the cool nights and thrives when the air turns crisp. This plant grows best in moist, rich, well-drained soil with partial sun to light shade. It needs steady moisture but rewards that care with years of reliable growth. Because it can reach heights of 90 to 120 centimeters, place it at the back of borders where its vertical form creates a striking backdrop. A word of caution, it's toxic if ingested, so it's best in areas away from pets and children. In the October garden, monkshood provides drama and late-season energy few perennials can match. Whether paired with golden rudbeckias, copper-toned sedums, or simply standing alone, its bold spires ensure your borders stay alive with color even as frost draws near. At number 3 is elephant's ears, a perennial valued as much for its foliage as for its resilience in the cold. This plant forms clumps of broad, leathery evergreen leaves that hold their structure long after other perennials have collapsed. As October arrives, the foliage begins to transform, shifting into rich hues of red, burgundy, or purple in response to cooler nights. This dramatic seasonal color makes Bergenia a standout, even without flowers. It thrives in partial shade to full sun and adapts to a wide range of soils, though it prefers moist, well-drained ground. Bergenia spreads slowly, making it easy to manage while still providing excellent ground cover. Adding a layer of mulch in fall helps protect the roots and keeps clumps looking fresh into winter. Used along pathways, borders, or as edging plants, Bergenia adds strength and bold foliage interest right when flowers are fading. Its ability to thrive through October and bring evergreen structure into winter makes it one of the most reliable plants for year-round appeal. For number 4, we have the graceful Japanese anemone, a perennial that brings elegance and movement into the October garden. On tall, wiry stems, this plant carries simple, airy flowers in shades of white or pale pink. Blooming from late summer well into October, the blossoms float above the foliage like little lanterns, glowing softly even as days shorten and nights cool. Their longevity makes them one of the most reliable bloomers for fall gardens. Japanese anemones prefer moist, well-drained soil in partial shade, though they can adapt to sunnier spots with adequate watering. Once established, they spread gently by rhizomes, forming natural drifts that return stronger each year. Staking may help in windy locations, but otherwise they are remarkably low maintenance. Perfect for cottage gardens, mixed borders, or shaded corners, Japanese anemones extend floral beauty into the colder months. Their resilience against frost and their graceful habit ensure they remain a highlight of the fall landscape, long after many perennials have given up. For number 5, we have Sedum Autumn Joy, one of the most dependable cold-hardy perennials that carries a garden gracefully into October. This plant starts blooming in late summer with flat clusters of soft pink flowers. But its real show comes in fall as the blooms mature into shades of russet, copper, and deep red. Even after frost arrives, the seed heads remain upright and attractive, adding sculptural interest to otherwise fading borders. Birds often flock to the seeds, bringing welcome life to a garden that's winding down. Sedum thrives in full sun and poor, well-drained soils, making it an excellent choice for low-maintenance planting. It's drought-tolerant, pest-resistant, and needs only a quick spring cleanup to stay strong for the year ahead. Once established, it's nearly indestructible, a true plant-and-forget perennial. Placed in borders, rock gardens, or as a structural anchor in mixed beds, Autumn Joy brings reliable late-season color and winter interest. Its shifting tones and sturdy seed heads guarantee that your garden never looks bare, even as the temperatures drop. At number 6, the spotlight goes to the toad lily, a perennial that surprises with its exotic beauty just as other plants fade. This shade-loving plant produces intricate, orchid-like flowers speckled with purple spots on arching stems. The blooms appear in late September and often carry well through October, providing unexpected bursts of elegance when most perennials have finished. Despite their delicate look, the flowers are remarkably resilient in cool weather. Toad lilies grow best in partial to full shade with consistently moist, humus-rich soil. They thrive in woodland settings where other plants may struggle and appreciate regular watering during dry spells. Once established, they form reliable clumps that return bigger each year. In the October garden, toad lilies shine as conversation starters, perfect for shaded borders, woodland edges, or near paths where their intricate flowers can be admired up close. They are proof that fall gardens don't have to fade quietly. They can still surprise with exotic beauty. Next on the list is Heuchera Autumn Bride, a perennial that proves foliage can be just as impactful as flowers in the colder months. Its broad, velvety green leaves remain vibrant late into the season, providing strong structure in shaded gardens. But it doesn't stop there. Airy spikes of small white flowers rise above the foliage from late summer and continue into October, softening the look and adding subtle charm when many gardens are winding down. Autumn Bride thrives in partial shade and moist, well-drained soil. It's naturally deer-resistant, easy to maintain, and responds well to mulching, which helps protect the crown through harsh winters. Once established, it's tough yet elegant, asking little but giving plenty in return. In the landscape, this heuchera is perfect as a ground cover in shade gardens, along borders, or as a foil to brightly colored late bloomers like asters. Its blend of lasting foliage and graceful blooms makes it an invaluable perennial for keeping October gardens full of life and texture. At number 8 is Turtlehead, a perennial that keeps borders colorful well into October. This plant is named for its distinctive blooms, which resemble the head of a turtle peeking out of its shell. The pink to rose-purple flowers appear on upright stems in late summer and often keep going into October, offering a burst of color when many gardens are fading. The sturdy stems and glossy green leaves also remain attractive late into the season. Chelone thrives in moist, fertile soil and does especially well in partial shade or areas with consistently damp ground, making it a great choice for stream edges or rain gardens. It's naturally deer-resistant and low maintenance, returning reliably year after year. In the October garden, Turtlehead's upright clumps bring structure and late-season charm. Perfect for shady beds or moist borders, it ensures there's still life and color even as colder days arrive. For number 9, we have Autumn Crocus, a true surprise bloomer for fall gardens. This perennial sends up starry lilac pink flowers directly from the ground in September and October, long after its foliage has disappeared. The sudden flush of blooms looks like a carpet of color appearing from nowhere, creating an enchanting effect in borders or naturalized lawns. Colchicum prefers well-drained soil in sun or partial shade. Plant the corms in late summer, and by October, you'll be rewarded with a striking display. They require very little care once established, naturalizing easily and coming back year after year. In the October garden, Autumn Crocus provides one of the season's most magical moments. Their unexpected blooms brighten empty spots and carry a garden's beauty right into the colder months. Rounding out our list is Aster, Raydon's favorite, one of the best late-blooming perennials for October. This variety produces masses of lavender blue gazies with golden centers that blanket the plant from late September through October. It's known for its long bloom period and its ability to handle cool nights without losing vibrancy. Few plants can compete with its sheer flower power this late in the season. Asters prefer full sun and well-drained soil. They appreciate consistent watering, especially while establishing, but once settled, they are hardy, low maintenance, and deer-resistant. Cutting them back by half in early summer helps create a bushier plant that flowers even more heavily in fall. In October, Raydon's favorite shines in borders, cottage gardens, and pollinator patches. Its nectar-rich flowers attract bees and butterflies right up to frost, ensuring your garden is buzzing with life, while many other plants have gone quiet. And there you have it, 10 cold-hardy perennials that make October gardens feel alive. With their mix of late blooms, evergreen foliage, and tough winter structure, these plants prove that fall doesn't have to mean fading color. These perennials will carry your garden gracefully into the colder months. That's all for today's video. If you'd like me to cover a specific plant in a future episode, drop your suggestions in the comments below. And if you found this list helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow gardeners.